Welcome to this video on the pathology of the void, where we will perform a clinical dissection of Johan Liebert's psychological architecture. Johan's psyche differs fundamentally from a normally traumatized one, featuring a void core, total absence of self, and an absolute vacuum. His identity was negated, he absorbed his twin's trauma, and systematically erased his own autobiographical memories. Johan's fearlessness is rooted in having no internal self to defend. Physical death is meaningless to a non-existent entity. His only recorded fear is the dread of forgetting his sister, his sole external anchor. The calculus of cold nihilism establishes that life holds zero intrinsic value. His worldview dictates that the termination of life is merely an administrative adjustment, making humanity equal only in death. Johan is driven to strip away the fragile fictions of human order, such as morality and law, to reveal the chaotic truth. The destruction is centered on locations like the Czech border and Ruinheim. Lacking a stable core identity, Johan uses identities like Erich Springer and Anna Liebert as tactical decoys. His ability to infiltrate and manipulate systems stems from having no ego needs that can be leveraged against him. Johan's synthetic charisma is a reflection mechanism. He detects a target's idealized counterpart and perfectly projects it back, allowing him to seduce others without competing with his own ego. The mechanics of interpersonal dismantling involve 4 steps: isolating the darkness, validating the despair, removing alternate narratives, and terminal output, where the target executes self-destruction. He acts as a catalyst for others' torment. We see systemic collapse in case studies, such as with Detective Richard Braun, Orphan Milos, and General Helmut Wolf. Johan's input exploits their vulnerabilities, resulting in suicide or existential collapse. Anna, or Nina Fortner, is the biological hard drive of Johan's pre-monster existence, holding the shared dissociative trauma. She is the evidence that can either validate his reality or become the agent of his destruction. Dr. Kenzo Tenma is the ontological anchor and creator of Johan's survival. Tenma is the only external proof of Johan's existence, the only mirror whose reflection can grant Johan final closure. The ideological war is life versus zero. Johan aims to prove his axiom, "We are equal only in death," by forcing Tenma to execute him. This would shatter Tenma's ethical identity and prove Johan's thesis correct. The discovery of the error occurs when reading The Nameless Monster. Johan realizes his entire psychic identity was built on a stolen trauma, a fundamental historical error that must be corrected. The teleology of the perfect suicide is not merely physical death, but the retroactive annulment of his history. It requires the erasure of every trace of his existence, leaving him as a total absence in reality. Johan Liebert is an anomaly defined by the absolute perfection of his emptiness, a flawless reflection of the void.